All right, well, welcome back to our Amplified Life and happy Friday. We are just so excited to be with you here today. And I don't know if you're like me, but I am so surprised today is May 1st. It's just blowing my mind how fast this year is going by. And I try to be very intentional with my calendar, and it's still just like going in a blink. So we thought it might be a fun time to sit down, reflect on some of the great things that have been happening in our business and personal lives the last few months, and talk about the collection a little bit, things that we're liking, and also just give you an update on the studio and really show some appreciation for the fact that you guys have been in the muck and the mud with us this season with our technology transfer and all the hiccups that have come with that. And we just appreciate you so much because um, our fairy godmother ones have been removed for the time being. And that has not been real fun, has it, Amy?
No, not at all. I hate not having the control of, certain things that we have been so accustomed to doing and serving our clients with. So, if you're unfamiliar with what the studio is, it is our new technology platform. It's where we go to do all of the work for you. And we really have kind of had our hands cut off because they are still trying to work all this out. So, in the past, it was like, no problem, I'll take care of this for you. And now we're saying, okay, let me talk to my Cabi account manager. I may have to create a ticket. So, yes, it's been a bit of a headache for all of us, but I also do feel like this was a necessary change. Hopefully, the things that we loved the most about Cabi Tap and what we called Clio will be put in a better way, and we will get those capabilities back. I sort of feel like at first we were like, why did they throw us in the ring of fire? Why didn't they just pilot this a little bit longer? But I also understand technology to know that enough to know that sometimes you don't find those glitches until you're thrown into the fire and figure out what's missing. Unfortunately, I feel like there was a lot more than we were prepared to handle. So thank you very much for sticking this out with us.
Yes, we appreciate your grace and your flexibility and your willingness to try new things and hang out with us while we wait for answers,
And we
all
all
the
know you
things.
want your closets back. We all know you want
Yes,
that back. We are
yes.
praying for it too. So,
It's in the works. It's in the works. So, Amy, you've got some exciting stuff happening in your life. You have a precious little addition to your family.
yeah, it's been kind of crazy. My daughter-in-law went into labor before 36 weeks. So her due date is May 8th, actually. And she had our cute little grandbaby right before 36 weeks. And so he was in NICU. Then he was released, and they came home to their 2-year-old with RSV. So they kept her away. And then a week later, our NICU baby got RSV. So he's been back in the ICU and on oxygen. But he was able to come home yesterday on oxygen, and they take him back into the doctor tomorrow. But he's a fighter and he's doing really well. She nurses him, so he's getting tons of good good milk. And my poor daughter-in-law is also the high school drill coach. So on top of all this, it's been tryout season and all the things. And I feel for her. I remember being a young mom trying to keep all the plates in the air and hold it together myself. And this is really when you see the character of someone. And I have always loved my daughter-in-law. I'm so blessed to have her, but she is an incredible mom. And I just keep trying to tell her that. And Breely was sick at the first of the week, so I haven't even been able to be around them. So we just dropped him off some crumble cookies and said, we love you and keep going. And so, yeah, it's been a beautiful blessing, but also scary. And he's not even to his due date yet. And I think I've only been able to hold him once. So I'm hoping that this settles down a little bit more. But yeah, exciting. For the most part, he came very healthy and strong, and she's doing really well. So,
Awesome. Well, it's been all systems go here on the farm the last several weeks or months, really. The greenhouse is in full swing. The mares are foaling, so I've got babies playing out in the pasture, which I love. And Mother Nature, per usual, is not cooperating. We've had some devastating storms with damage and then freezes the last week, and another one coming tonight and Saturday night, I think. So my peony crop has been massively set back. So
I'm so
um,
sorry.
it's just lots of good things and then just struggles. But that's really life.
Life.
That's you just kind of find the joy in the messiness of daily life and keep putting one foot in front of the other, like Kevin says.
Yeah, Breely and I were talking about that, and I don't know if you've heard the story of the buffalo, but when we talk about the storms, there's the only way through it is through it. But a buffalo does not run from the storm. They stand still. If anything, they go towards the storm because they know it's the only way through it. And we've talked about that a lot because we've needed a lot of grace. And the other thing that I think we really try and find is the joy in the moments that we can find it in. It's been quite chaotic for me the last year. And so it's been really important to make sure we laugh and make sure that we find some time to just, you know what, sometimes it's so chaotic, all you can do is throw your hands in the air and giggle and be like, well, not surprised that happened today, but I think there are so many lessons in that. And that's the one thing about the Cabi community and the women that surround, I'm sure both of our businesses. Just when you think life is hard, you get to hear other stories and you're like, okay, they are dealing with something even harder. And it really puts your own life in perspective. But not only that, I have been surrounded for 20 years by women and I've seen their strength and I have seen the way they've come through their challenges with grace, humility, kindness. Women in general take their trials and really try and pay it forward, and they really try to make a difference from the lessons they've learned. And I am so excited to be able to sit down and go, okay, what lessons have I learned in the last year? One is mental health. Like, I cannot wait to be able to volunteer or help when I get in a position to help with mental health. My son had a challenge last year. Um, Also, different things that my daughter is going through or things that I'm going through. I think it's really a blessing to be surrounded by all of you incredible women who will text, even if it's over a return, and they're like, hey, I was thinking about you today. I hope you're doing great. And I'm trying to be better about that and text people that I love, but life can be full. And so I'm just so blessed by our community that we've built.
Yeah. Well, and you have embarked on a brand new adventure and expanding the ways that you are serving and connecting with women, and just really creating such a fun community within your Cavi clients, but then all new clients as well. Do you want to share a little bit about that?
Well, yes, but you have too, Rebecca. So I
Well,
think,
you share first. I'll share
okay.
after.
So I had a little push from actually one of my Cabi clients, and she said, Amy, you really should think about becoming a color analyst. I feel like your Cabi clients would appreciate it, and any color analyst clients you have may love Cabi. And so I'm in a position in my life where I'm going to have to work more, but working more at night is not feasible. And I do 95% of my Cabi shows at night. And so this felt like the perfect mix because I could work more, but my color analyst business has to be done during daylight hours. It just is much better for the lighting and everything that I need for that. And I can still make Breely her schedule the main priority, and I won't miss out on more of her events at night. So it's going to be slow growing. No, I can't give you a color analysis at the Cabi rack. It's actually an in-depth process. It takes about 90 minutes. And I would feel like I would be cheating you anyway if I tried. So at the Cabi rack, I will still ask the same basic questions. Do you like raspberry red, or strawberry red or cherry red? Do you like orange or do you like pink? I mean, it's going to be very, very basic. I think most of us organically know what we feel good in. They may not be your very best colors. That is my goal with my clients, is to find their very best. I am not telling them they cannot wear anything. We are stylists first. I have been a stylist for 20 years. A lot of times online, you're going to hear color analysts say, you can never wear black again. And as a stylist, I'm going to say, black may not be your best color, but put a hoodie over it, let the hoodie reflect your face, and wear that leather jacket that you love so much. So I really hope to kind of blend the two and give my clients the very best experience.
Yeah, I'm so dang excited for you and
Thank
proud
you.
of you for embarking on a whole new thing that can feel daunting.
Yeah, it's been really fun. And now I'm obsessed with eyeballs. So if you see me up close, I'm going to be looking really close into your eyes. Okay, Rebecca, you also have something that you have. This is a long time coming for you because it has allowed you to ride again. It has allowed you to feel better again. So why don't you tell us what you have done?
Yeah, what have I done? Oh, besides losing weight, is that
Well, aren't you repping the Optiva? Isn't it
I am an
Optiva?
Optavia coach. I have done absolutely nothing with it. I should probably do that. But yes, I wasn't sure if you were going to talk about that or the other thing that my siblings have pushed me into. But
We'll share
yes,
both.
so last year I lost over 50 pounds, and it started out, I was following the first form method and absolutely loved it. You track your macros. It got me reconnected with just tracking my macros and making sure that I'm getting the protein that I should be getting in. But then life got super busy last spring, and meal prepping and doing all the things that are fairly required when you're following that system was just, it was not happening. I was not making the time to do it. And one of my really good friends is an Optavia coach. She lost like over 60 pounds. And honestly, it was called Take Shape for Life back in the day, but 20 years ago, I followed the program and I had success. But I had been telling myself that I'm perimenopausal. I've tried lots of different things and nothing has really worked. So it probably wasn't going to work for me again. And I just kept pushing it off. And I finally, in June, decided, okay, whatever, I'm just going to try it. And I did. I lost 30 some pounds following the Optavia plan. And I'm enjoying having the grab and go fuelings that I can take with me. And it just works really good for a busy life. And it does also work when your hormones are completely out of whack. So it really gets it's like a metabolic reset. So that's fantastic. But the other thing my siblings have pushed me into is, and some other good friends, Amy included, has kind of aided and abetted in this adventure. But I did start a YouTube channel for Farmhouse on 15th. It's been mostly horse related content and shorts up until yesterday. I recorded kind of my day throughout the day. So I took everyone along for chores in the morning and then a run to Neosho Gardens to pick up a bunch of plants. And so if you're interested, you can check out Farmhouse on 15th on YouTube, and there will be plenty more gardening and flower farming related content to come.
I'm so excited about that, especially because Bree wants to get a horticulture degree. So our goal for next summer is to book out a week or two working weeks on Rebecca's ranch where Bree can come and actually work side by side with Rebecca, have it count towards some of her FFA projects, and it would be great on a resume. And so we're so excited to figure out that. So we got to get this year going first. But the year of the
Yes.
horse is going better than I thought it was going to go. I'm so glad we got to shed the snake and we're in the year of the horse. So,
Yeah, all good things to come. All good things to come.
yeah. So, should we touch on the latest new arrivals that are going to be dropping soon, or what do you want to? Because we'll end
Sure.
this quickly.
So Monday we order our samples for the third new arrival drop. So if you've been out of the loop for the last few months and just saw the collection right out of the gate, you've missed two new arrivals and they are phenomenal. We've got our third coming. It's actually available mid-May. We'll have our samples probably the end of the week next week, and I'm really excited. There's
Yeah.
some really cute, bright colors again.
Yep, I think it's going to be great. And I don't know how many I will be able to carry on hand just due to my personal life right now. But we will definitely post a video. We will post information. You can always call us and talk because we do collaborate and it'll be really cool. And then the last one is coming in June. And for any of my color analysis clients that are like, well, I'm in autumn and we're spring, don't worry. I want to say this one thing about Cabi. I've always known how incredible our design team did color. But now that I have an even more in-depth color training, especially because I am certified, I am so blown away with our design team. The way that they will mix light and bright colors with dark and muted colors, it's absolutely phenomenal. And the June drop is going to lead right into autumn. So if you are a season that is a little darker, a little more muted than spring, because spring is clear and bright, hang on. These new arrivals are perfect. And then the fall line always has some light and bright as well. We've always said that we can spring into fall and fall into spring. And Cabi does this by far better than any designer in the marketplace. And that is 20 plus years in the making and more. And it has just led me to believe even more the wisdom behind our design team, the wisdom behind not changing the dye lots, the wisdom behind keeping their Cabi exclusive prints. It's really, really cool. So do not miss out on these new arrivals. I really feel like the last drop in June really is like an early snapshot into fall, and it's going to be beautiful. So this one is going to be beautiful summer weather clothes. And then June, it will have some of both, but some deeper colors. So I'm really excited. There's one brown dress that I am dying to get in the June collection.
Yes, the June collection is called Rustic Neutrals, if I remember correctly, and it is aptly named. It's just beautiful.
Yeah. So,
But
well,
still things you can wear in June, so that's even
yeah.
better.
Oh, that's what I mean though. It's a spring drop, some spring summer drop, but it will carry you right into some of those late of the summer vacations, anything that you want to get and you still want to feel like you're on trend and everything else. It's just awesome.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to touch on before we wrap up?
Again, just thank you all for being here. Thank you for wading through the quagmire with us, and we just appreciate and love you all so much.
Yeah, we'll be back next week with a clothing video. But it has been a long time since we did this, so we thought we would pop in really quick and just give you our love and tell you thank you because it has been another thing with this technology, that's for sure. Okay, thanks for joining. See you next week.
Bye.